Hi, my name is Morgan Kennedy, and today I am giving a presentation on the movie How to Lose a Guy in 10 Days. So for this assignment, we were supposed to watch a movie and analyze the relationship in it to be able to coincide with what we have been learning this year in the class Interpersonal Communication. So I'm going to be mostly talking about Chapter 9, and that is forming and maintaining personal relationships. So throughout the presentation, think about how it's done, what will it take, and what goes into it. So I'm going to be talking about three major theories in it, and it's attraction theory, predicted value outcome theory, and social exchange theory. So the first one is attraction theory, and there are three parts to it. So the first one is physical attractiveness, and that definition is attraction to someone's physical appearance. The next one is social attraction, and that's attraction to someone's personality. The last one is task attraction, and that's attraction to someone's abilities and dependability. So an example I'm using for this is when you have a crush, the first stage is you think that they're attractive. You like the way you look and you want to get to know them more. The next is social attraction. You like what they do. You maybe have similar personality traits. You might think they're funny. You might like that they play basketball or soccer. And then the last one is task attraction, and you might like how hardworking they are, how caring they are for someone else, and if they're like self-sufficient. So in the movie, the two main characters, Ben and Andy, they are attracted to each other's looks first, and then to how they're both goofy, how they both like basketball, and Andy is attracted to how Ben acts around his family. So you may just think that it's just love, but this also works for friendships as well. We are drawn to people like us. So people with similar tastes in music, similar sports. You maybe you were friends with people on your high school sports team just because of the situation of you guys were both in it for that. And you develop relationships with people that have similar values. So an example for me is church. It's easy to get to know people at my church and become friends with them because we have similar things to talk about and we're able to talk about religion together. The next is gain a friendship from liking how someone looks. So an example I'm using is style. I really like fashion, and so I might give a compliment to someone that I like their outfit, and it may spark a conversation on fashion, and we may want to hang out, may want to go shopping together. So that's another thing. The next theory I'm talking about is predicted outcome value theory. And the definition of this is a theory predicting that we form relationships when we think the effort will be worth it. So this is sort of prejudice because we may use some information that other people have given us that may not be true. And so something that goes along with it is there a reason I want to get to know them, and do I have something to gain from it? So the next one is the social exchange theory, and that kind of coincides with the predicted outcome theory. So the definition of this one is a theory predicting that people seek to form and maintain relationships in which the benefits outweigh the costs. So in the movie, Ben at the beginning is trying to make Andy fall in love with him, and that's why he's in it. And Andy's in it because she wants to use him as sort of her guinea pig in order to write this magazine spread on how to lose a guy. So they're both in it because the benefits outweigh maybe the struggles that they think they might have to go through. And trust me, in the movie, they do have to go through a lot of struggles. So to close, my paper goes into more detail on a lot of these concepts, but since I only have 5 minutes, I want to say that relationships can be complemented, but when you break it down to these things that I explained, you can understand why they work out the way that they do.